Materialize is the operational data warehouse that you can use to build operational workflows on top of streaming data using SQL. Materialize has 6 key concepts you'll need to understand before you get started: clusters, sources, sinks, views, materialized views, and indexes. Some of these are standard database concepts, but even if you're an expert, it's worth a few minutes to learn how you can use these tools most effectively in Materialize.
Clusters are isolated pools of compute resources for running your workloads. You can change the size of your clusters based on your workload's resource requirements. The following operations need to be associated with a cluster. The first is executing select and subscribe statements. The second is maintaining indexes and materialized views. And the third is maintaining sources and sinks. Clusters provide 2 important properties. The first is resource isolation. Workloads on one cluster don't interfere with workloads on another. The second is fault tolerance. Thanks to cluster replication, clusters can continue maintaining data flows and serving queries even when some of their replicas fail.
Sources describe external systems that you want Materialize to read data from. In terms of SQL, sources are similar to a combination of tables and clients. Like tables, sources are structured components that users can read from. Like clients, sources are responsible for reading the data. Sources consist of 3 components: connectors, formats, and envelopes. Connectors, like Kafka or Redpanda, provide the actual bytes of data to Materialize. Formats are the structure of the external source's bytes. Materialize can decode the incoming bytes of data from several formats, including Avro, CSV, plain text, and more. Envelopes express how Materialize should handle the incoming data. The append-only envelope inserts all received data, but does not support updates or deletes. The Debezium envelope treats the data as wrapped in a diff, which indicates whether the record is an insertion, a deletion, or an update. Upserts treat data as having both a key and a value.
Sinks are the inverses of sources. They describe an external system you want Materialize to write data to. When you define a sink over a materialized view, source, or table, Materialize automatically generates the required schema and writes down the stream of changes to that view or source. For instance, Materialize supports sending sink data to Kafka.
Views are queries of sources that you save for repeated execution. Materialize offers 2 types of views: materialized views and non-materialized views. Materialized views embed a query like a traditional SQL view, but they also compute and incrementally update the results of the embedded query. The results of a materialized view are persisted in durable storage. Non-materialized views are queries saved under a name for reference, like traditional SQL views. They provide a shorthand for performing the queries, but do not store the results.
The results of a view can be incrementally maintained by creating an index. Indexes assemble and maintain query results in memory within a cluster, which provides future queries the data they need in a format they can immediately use.
Want to get your operational workflows into Materialize? Try the quick start embedded in our trial to get started with these key concepts in no time.